This is where the magic begins now. This drink coats your entire digestive tract, calms inflammation, and helps regulate everything from gut function to cholesterol to liver enzymes. My name is Oksana. A little bit of my favorite blend spice. This is one of my viral natural remedies used by hundreds of my personal clients with a proven track record. Fantastic to reset your entire digestive system, repair your gut lining, reduce inflammation. Definitely works to reduce your cholesterol naturally. And today, I'm showing you how to make it step by step. So these are the ingredients you're gonna need for the fermented oat drink. A jar. It can be a dish shape, whatever you have, but it has to be 3 to 4 liters, 4 liters preferred. Oat flour, gluten-free oat flour. Oat flour is naturally gluten-free. However, the facilities that make it sometimes handle other products, so therefore it can be contaminated with gluten. So it is important that you look for that certification, gluten-free, because we want to stay away from the gluten when we're healing our gut. Steel-cut oats and kefir. I have goat kefir, but you can get whatever kind you can get your hands on. It is important, it is a whole milk kefir and nothing low fat or fat free. And 2 liters of water to start. This has to be filtered, boiled water that was cooled. And I find the sequence that I'm showing you the easiest to mix. You can develop your own routine, but I recommend first follow me to the T. You're gonna need 3 cups of flour. So I have the measuring cup, 3 leveled cups like this. 1, 3. Next, steel cut oats. They're gonna help the drink to ferment faster. So half a cup. Goat kefir next. It is already a fermented drink, so of course it's gonna start our fermentation process. Now we got to mix it really, really well. And I find a whisker, any kind of whisker that you have, to do the best job. I mean, mine is a little broken, but we're not going to tell anybody. I think it looks good enough. See, it literally takes 30 seconds. We're ready to add the second water, give it a quick mix, and set it to ferment. Okay, good enough. Now cover it with lid, and then we're gonna put it away in a dark place for 48 hours to ferment. So yes, this remedy takes a few days to make, but trust me, that's all. This is the most work you needed to do. So I have a cabinet right here. Set it and forget it. Okay, so 48 hours later, you take it out and your concoction can look something like this. This one I made ahead of time, so it's in a different jar to save time. And once you open it, you have to hear this characteristic popping sound. But that means there was a lot of gas built up and it was fermenting really good. And your concoction may look very similar, may look a little different, but definitely you're gonna have some degree of separation, base and some whey here. But it doesn't really matter. I find that it has to do with the type of kefir and the brand that you're using. And even sometimes the same brand performs a little different. So maybe the temperature, probably a lot of factors, but it does not affect the quality of the product itself. So we're gonna have to strain it. So that's why you need a large receptacle like this. You need a sieve and you need a smaller bowl. I'll show you what to do with it. Make sure you don't leave anything behind. So that's why you need about 3 cups of water more. So a little bit here. You put your salt into this work, so you definitely want to make sure you get every last bit. Make sure it goes side to side, up and down, and like this. That's optional. But okay, whatever dense works for you. Awesome. And then why you need a small receptacle? Because again, We are leaving a lot of the base on these steel cut oats. So to wash it out, we're going to transfer it here first. Probably you're going to see it better this way. Pour a little bit of water here. You see how much more base you got yourself? Strain it. Take a look how much clearer it is now. Okay, repeat the process one more time and that should be enough. You can add all of this water. So mix, mix, mix. And strain. And that should be it. You can throw this out or you can just make breakfast for yourself next day, or like oatmeal or cookies, oatmeal cookies. So we have our fermented oat base. After phase 1, we need to let it ferment a little longer. So that's why I washed that same jar. And now I'm going to transfer it in there and set it in the same dark place for another 12 hours. And that is going to be it as far as fermentation go. So tomorrow I'll show you how you make the actual drink. Oh, you see, it filled up almost the entire jar. That's why you need a bigger jar. You need definitely 3 liters or almost 4. Right next to the other guy. Okay, it has been 24 hours since we put our drinks to ferment. Let's take a look what's going on there. Woohoo! Look how much wheat it is. Oh wow, look at that. Remember, as I said, this, I'm dripping. This may look a little different. So each time you may have different amount of wheat. Well, let's put this on the table. This is the second one. So let me remind you what you're looking at. So this is the final fermentation product. This is our final fermented oat base, which we're going to use to make the oat drink. This has been fermenting for 24 hours, so that's kind of like 1/3 of the way. I just wanted to show you this still has a long way to go, so another 24 hours to sit in the dark place, and then we're going to strain and rinse and then do another 12 hours. So just for you to have an idea, 1 day in, a complete product. So now what do we do with this? I did not expect it. I should have worn my apron. Come on. No way. Okay, well, I'm going to be looking like this for the rest of the video. But I'll just wear it. Okay, whatever. So what happened? So everything good happened. That means it was fermenting. Gases were building up and you had this popping sound. The problem was my jar was just a little bit too small. So that's why I think it's best to have, oh, look at that. Oh, it smells like kvass. So it smells like a true healing fermented drink. So that's why you really want a jar that is, this is 3 liters. So I say do like 4 liters. Now, what do we do? There are 2 options here. First, we can drain the top separated layer, the wheat part, and just drink it as a healing drink. So this probably is going to make like 3-4 glasses, and use the concentrated base to make our oat drink. Or we can just mix everything, sort it into bottles, put it in a refrigerator, and use it for our drinks. I personally like the first option where I drain this, I drink it, and then I use the concentrated base because you end up needing less base to make the actual oat drink. That's good enough. So I'm going to drink it, not all at once. You can refrigerate it and drink 1 glass a day. Very thirst quenching. And this is full of beneficial bacteria. It's fermented drink. What does it mean, fermented? It means it was pre-digested for us, and it's full of good bacteria that our gut is going to love. and it's very rich in beta glucans, highly anti-inflammatory. And that's what this drink is about. That is the strength of fermented oat drink. Now, how do I store the rest? I like to use glass bottles. You can use jars if you want, but definitely use something glass. Now mix it well. And this will stay fresh in your refrigerator for a good month. So this particular recipe that I'm showing you with proportions will make about 2 liters, sometimes 2.5. Yeah, you see, actually, I misspoke. I managed to get 1.5 liter. That's because I really got a lot of wheat, which is okay. That's fine. And that's it. Now it's time I actually show you how to make the oat drink. That was a long prep process, but trust me, you only do it once, like once a month. Man, as soon as you get up, the first thing you do is make your drink and then you go about your business. So let me show you. So I'm showing you also another variation where you can use the wheat. If you don't want to drink it, you can use it for the first few drinks instead of water, you use wheat. So have 8 ounces. And you're going to turn the heat to very, very low. And then take this out of the refrigerator. Make sure you mix it because there's still going to be a little bit of separation. And you want 5 tablespoons. Pour it in. And you need to be mixing it frequently. It came to a soft boil. So bubbling barely. Like you don't want it to bubble over top. And after this, like a minute or 2. Our healing drink is ready. Take a look at the consistency. If you like it a little thinner, you can use less base. Like I generally say 3 to 5 tablespoons, but I found that 5 is a sweet spot, so you never go wrong with 5. So first you drink your cup of water, better 2 cups of water, and then this, before anything else, before you start your day with coffee, or definitely before breakfast. You can have breakfast at least, I would say, give yourself at least an hour. And hey, let me know in the comments if you're going to make this one. Let me taste it.